Welcome to Gaming Top Down. Today we're going to be unboxing a small new game from John Clowdus and Smallbox Games. This is Pariahs. It's a two-player kind of worker placement area control game, but all of that is done with cards, not with any pieces. So very small box, but he does excellent two-player games. I'm very excited to check this one out. So let's go down to the table and see what everything looks like inside the box. Okay, I'm zoomed in here quite a ways because it is a very small box here, just has artwork on the outside and nothing else really. So let's just open it up. I imagine this will be a pretty short unboxing video here. Okay, first up is the rule book. Note from the designer. Contents for the two players. Setup with a diagram. The anatomy of a card and location cards. And station cards. Initiative deck card. And an example of a player turn, it looks like. Anyways, lots of text, but I mean, it was only like 7-8 pages or something like that, but cool, little small rule book. Here inside the box, we have just a little spacer, which I'll probably remove since I generally sleeve games that require deck building and shuffling. And but the main event here is this stack of cards. So let's see if I can get this very interesting kind of a cover system off here, and we'll take a peek at them. Okay. The cards do have like a linen finish texture on them, and they feel pretty nice quality. Like I said, I'll probably sleeve them regardless, but they do feel pretty nice. I don't know which side to look at here. I guess first there are two reference cards for the yellow and blue players, and then let's take a peek at the and here's an initiative deck card. And then for the card backs, it looks like they are blue and yellow. Oh, and then when they're this direction, they're probably the taller cards. Okay, these ones kind of set up the game board. We'll go over those a bit more in a minute. So lots of those. These will be the main event here, kind of the pariah character cards. I think you're trying to gain influence in like the court or the government in this game. So that section of the deck is fairly big. And okay, so we got, let's move the box out of the way. We got the big deck of character cards, it seems. There are, I think, 5 of these kind of setup cards for each player. And then there are some location cards. You've got the well with kind of a different ability on both sides. The hall. Let's see. So just kind of slight variations, it looks like. The circle. And the stage. It's like I might see Senator Palpatine on that stand. Okay, so those are those cards. How many was that? 8? 4 different locations, 2 different cards each there. Then we've got the player setup cards. Here is where you keep your deck, So yellow and blue will both have those. Where you keep your supplicant deck, explains what that means there. Your support cards, your devotees, and your converts. So there are those setup cards for the two different players. And then, like I said, the main event here is just a big stack of these cards. It's like they have different colored backs, so they probably start in the yellow or blue decks, but I think you can, like in the convert section we just looked at, convert your opponent's cards to your agenda. So let's take a peek at these. I'm going to flip through them kind of quickly since there is a lot of cards here. It's like there are multiple copies of the same card, but this is interesting. They have different, I need to read the rulebook, haven't done that yet, but it has a different amount of those little arrow symbols on them. But other than that, the card artwork and the ability on the bottom seems to be the same. Same with this one. Yeah, it looks like they all kind of follow that pattern, at least here at the beginning. Very kind of subtle and unique artwork on these characters. I quite enjoy it. And it looks like it kind of just gets out of the way a little bit to let you play. It's not too in your face. The cards are pleasant and the artwork is cool, but the highlight is kind of on the important parts of the card. One of the guys from the front of the box. Yeah, it looks like there might just be 4 of each card. That's a creepy dude. The artwork does remind me of the artwork from Omen, one of John Clowdus' other 2-player games that I really enjoy. Going through these cards kind of quickly, but pausing here on the ability so you can read them if you would like. And the last one here. Okay, so yeah, 4 of each card with a different number of kind of symbols there on the top left, and then the location cards, the cards for the players to set up their kind of play area, and a reference card, and an initiative deck card, and a rule book. And then if you're going to sleeve the game, you take the spacer out. If not, then you leave it in. And that's the whole thing here. So that's going to do it for this unboxing of Pariahs from Small Box Games. Let me know in the comments if you have played this one or any of John Clowdus' other 2-player games. I'm, like I've mentioned quite a few times, very much excited to try this one out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next unboxing. Thank you so much for watching this video. As most of you know, gaming top-down is an independent endeavor. I don't accept money from publishers for previews or opinion-related content, but there are a few ways that you can support the channel and help me keep the lights on. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel helps me to grow. If you're thinking of getting a game that I covered in this video, please click the affiliate link in the description of this video. It helps to support me and doesn't add any cost to your purchase. I also do a weekly gaming podcast where I talk about the board games that I'm playing along with my brother. You can check that out on Apple's podcasts and on Spotify. And you can also get that podcast 3 days early over on our Patreon. You can follow the Patreon at patreon.com/supergamebrothers completely for free. But if you do support us over there, you get some extra perks like being able to write into the show, getting early access to the show, voting on the games that I'm going to cover and review, and lots of other fun stuff. Thanks so much for your support, for liking and commenting on my videos. You really are what helped keep the lights on for me. Thank you.